My name is Andrés Gutierrez. I'm from Guadalajara, Mexico. I am studying at Berkeley. This is my senior year. My first encounter with music happened when I was about 9 years old. My father taught me how to read music, and we had this really small, cheap Casio keyboard, and we had this box full of scores. So for many years, my education consisted of me trying to decode those scores. That little keyboard had a multi-track recorder with 7 tracks. So being able to experiment with sounds in this kind of rudimentary studio got me interested in composition. Music and storytelling have been a very deep passion of mine since I was a kid. I started going into the world of animation and visual art, and I decided I wanted to compose a theme for this project that we were working on. It was such an amazing experience that I never went back to animation. I just stuck to making music. When I learned that there was a film scoring program at Berklee College of Music, I knew I had to get there. I prepared for it. I went to the conservatory in Mexico where I learned piano, fundamentals of composition. I got involved with some local filmmakers. We worked on short films, we worked on advertisements. Next thing you know, we had done 2 feature films together. So I got a little taste of the industry in Mexico, but something was very clear that I needed to up my standards. I was very lucky to be the recipient of a substantial scholarship from Berkeley. I was a recipient of the Latin Grammy Foundation scholarship 2 years in a row. And I was very fortunate to get a job in the department that produces content for the YouTube channel, which was a whole different school for me. I got the opportunity to do audio post-production, audio editing, a lot of sound design. So it really gave me a whole new perspective on how music and visuals work together. The internship that is offered by the Television Academy is very well known here at Berkeley. And as I did my research, I realized that this was the best next natural step in my career. There are quality standards in the industry, there are common practices, there is a work ethic that I want to learn from. I know that behind a well-produced piece of music or media, there's a huge team of people. There are a lot of processes and nuances that I want to witness. I'm also very interested in forming mentorship relationships and professional relationships, because that has been something that has helped me in a very, very substantial way. I know that the film industry is a very tough industry. There is a lot of high-stakes situations, times in which we need all hands on deck. If I have to contribute with my musicality, I'm very confident and happy to do it. If I have to contribute with my technical skills, I am very confident and happy to do it as well. So I've been very fortunate to work in a very large variety of projects, from commercials to thriller feature films to documentaries to orchestrations. Experience in performing with a jazz trio. I am well versed with the music of my own culture. One very unique experience that I was able to have here in Berkeley is that I was selected along with 6 other people to compose the full score of a 1920s silent film. So we performed it live to picture, we conducted an orchestra, toured around the country with it, we opened for the San Francisco Silent Film Festival. So I feel like I have a very diverse range of experiences that I can bring to the table. Favorite TV shows? I think #1 is Breaking Bad. The acting is amazing, the music is superb, the cinematography, the story. Another show that I really like is Westworld. I think it does a phenomenal job of creating this universe with its own language, its own atmospheres. To me, it's one of the golden standards of television. This show has no music, but I think The Office is a pretty amazing show. So I remember when I was a kid watching The Lord of the Rings for the very first time and looking at the music and learning about Howard Shore, and that just left a profound impact in me, and it completely altered my artistic vision. And I would like to eventually be in a position in which my music can do the same for other people. Putting my music in the service of a larger project and working with creative people that are bringing their best effort forward to create this thing that didn't exist before is one of the most fulfilling things that I felt. It is satisfying creatively, it is satisfying mentally, it is satisfying spiritually. So for my future, I would like to be in a professional setting in which that happens constantly.